Just thought I'd drop a quick update in for you guys to have a look and see what I'm up to. I started on the rudder yesterday, and hang on a sec, I'm going to walk down here amongst my paraphernalia, pull a couple of interesting bits out. Now, the rudder needed to be extended by 8 inches. And what I've done is, this is the current state of it. I bent a bit of tube. It used to be a bimini frame tube. I bent that, and it goes in about 9 inches. You can see a little mark there. That's how far the tube goes into the rudder. What I did was I drilled a 1-inch diameter hole and drilled it all the way down into the rudder at those 2 points. Then I pushed this piece of stainless tube in here and then made a filler piece of high density foam to go in here. This is rock solid. It's not going to go anywhere. It won't flex and it won't bend. The next part is to add a couple of top end pieces. This piece here will go on top of the rudder to take the shape of the rudder out to where it's supposed to be, down the back and along the top edge, so the rudder shape will be right there. Then I have another piece to go down the bottom, another fillet. That's this piece here. This goes in down the bottom here, fits there, and will shape off the back of the rudder. It's a little bit more than 8 inches wide, but hey, I'm not going to get too exact about it. So that's what I've been doing with the rudder. The reason I didn't finish doing the rudder is because I ran out of resin. Oh, I have a little bit of resin left, but it's not enough to do this job. The resin will be used with a fiberglass mat that will be double this width. The matting will go all the way out to here, and I'll lay multiple layers down the sides over the whole lot once I've got those top and bottom little pieces glued in place. And it'll lay down on there, multiple layers, and then I will fair it in with some fairing compound. Then I'll put a gel coat over the whole lot. This here will be sanded back, of course, down to the gel coat, probably down to the fiberglass actually, before I actually put the new mat on. And then once all of that down to the gel coat's done, I can then put a epoxy barrier coat on. Then I'll just coat it in anti-foul, and my extra large rudder will be in place. So that's what I'm doing with this. Now you may ask, why are you making the rudder bigger? Well, because I'm on the Whitby forum, and I read that the Whitby Rudder has a reputation for being too small for the boat. Now there's a Whitby opposite me on this side, and you'll notice that its rudder is larger than mine. So that's one that's already had the modification done on this Whitby. And it's done a different way to mine. I'm adding 8 inches to the back. This one, as you'll see, is squarer. It's had more added to the bottom and therefore a little bit more to the back as well compared to mine. So that's the way I'm going. It'll be solid, it'll be strong, it'll be waterproof. It will do the job. The other job that I'm doing is I've disassembled the boom. This is the boom here for the main mast, and I've started sanding it back. There were corrosion patches in it that had to be sanded out. Still a little bit in there, but that's all right. I have a product called DevCon, which is 90% aluminum. It's used in the aviation world for repairing aluminum forgings on aircraft and such. And it's a mil-spec product, so it's super tough and it's super reliable, and for a boom it's more than enough for this job. So hopefully this evening I'll have this primered ready for a white paint tomorrow. So I've got to finish doing this today. These are the end caps here that I took off. These hold the pulleys and bits and pieces and the ropes and such. They will also have to be stripped off and painted with satin black So the boom will look very pretty, and we'll have new paint job on it. You can see there's a little bit of corrosion in here and here and here, and I'm going to deal with all of that. It's going to look very nice. Alrighty, that's about all I can show you for today. The the stern rail is sitting under here. The stern rail is going to be extended. It's not high enough. This is just too narrow. Well, not narrow, but not high enough. I'm going to add an extra foot on the end of the ends here and there before I put it in place on the stern of the boat. I'm probably going to cut that loop there out as well and put a lift out hinged stainless steel rod safety rail so you can get to the back where the dinghy will be at the stern of the boat. So that's getting ready for that as well. So it's been a couple of days since I made the last video. I've been playing on this boom as well. Not this boom, this mizzen mast. I pulled this bracket here off. It had to be moved. It's going to be moved back up to around here somewhere. I've got to measure it out exactly for the aft boom to go on. So that's also being worked on. So what's today? Today is Monday. So I only uploaded the video on Saturday. Yesterday I took off, and now it's Monday and I've got all this done. So Tuesday, by the end of the day, that should be painted white. And I'll probably have these painted black, and it'll be ready for reassembly. And there's probably going to be other few bits and pieces I'll have done by tomorrow afternoon too. But I'm going to leave it until I'm ready to make another video. This one's already gone 7 minutes. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.